We give you the facts, it's not what you think. Popeye Newsling, Young King, 1 yard, bless.
Good morning, Popeye. Grandma watch Popeyes every morning and every night.
What am I think? What am I think? You're listening to Popeye News Links. This is the Admiral Tibet who I represent, and remember, the time is so serious, cantankerous and dangerous. This is Popeye News Links.
People of Center, St. Mary and surrounding.
Yeah, watch Popeyes, mama.
Here is
Where I watch?
Popeye.
are you on exactly? If you are,
Greetings viewers and subscribers. Are you looking for a clean and dependable, newly imported motor vehicle to buy? Are you looking for an honest and dependable car dealership to do business with? Look no further. Farro Auto Imports. They are located at Amity in the parish of Westmoreland, about 3 miles outside of Savannah-Lamar. At Farro Auto Imports, they have 2015 to 2019 Honda CR-V, 2019 Honda Diesel in all colors, 2015 Honda Stepwagon, and right now, Farro, they are having a sale on all Honda motor vehicles. They also have Toyota Axio, Toyota Voxy, Toyota Noah, Toyota Fielder, and Toyota Vitz. They have Nissan AD Wagon, Nissan Sylphy, Subaru XV, you name it. Farro, them have it. You can call or WhatsApp them at 876-859-7720 or 876-489-9590. That's 876-859-7720 or 876-489-9590. Check with Farro Auto Imports. You will not be disappointed. In this video, we are going to be spending our time at the lot at Farro Auto Imports. Check them out. In the news today, we are learning that early yesterday morning, Sunday, February 23, at minutes after 2 o'clock, a police constable, he was awoken by strange sounds outside his home at Charlestown in St. Ann. When he made checks, he realized that someone was thieving his white Toyota Probox motor car. By the time the policeman rushed outside, the thief drove away the car. Luckily, Squaddy, he had a tracking device on his car and he was able to shut it down. We are told that the hoodlums, they abandoned the car behind the Cool Oasis gas station at Tucker Street in St. Anne's Bay and they made good their escape. The car, it was later recovered. Boy, may I tell you. Now, in this next report, we are learning that Friday evening, February 21, about 6 o'clock, the management at the Missile Adventure Park at Prospect District in Hanover, they securely locked it up and went away. When they returned to reopen it the next morning, Saturday, February 22, about 9 o'clock, they realized that the offices were ransacked. It is not clear how entry was gained to the building. The hoodlums, them thief 1 white floor modem, 2 black DVR machines, and 2 small bags containing about 20,000 United States dollars. The hoodlums, they then made good their escape. Now, listen me carefully. I carry these reports all the while, and usually I keep certain opinions to myself, but this one here have inside job written all over it. This one here, it no pass the smell test at all. Boy, may I tell you. Now, in this next report, a son is in police custody for attacking his father and his father's baby mother. The son's name is Godfrey Matthews Jr., but he's popularly known as Chevon. He's said to be in his 20s and he's living at Parrytown in the parish of St. Ann. So what we are learning is that for a while now, this son Chevon and his 2 sisters, they have been at loggerheads with their 60-year-old father. The allegation is that Saturday night, February 22, about 7 o'clock, the father, he was at his shop at Parrytown with his baby mother and 2 customers. It is alleged that Chevon, he drove up in his burgundy Toyota Axio motor car with his 2 sisters and 2 guys in the car. He stopped in front of the shop, came out of the car and entered the shop. It is further alleged that Chevon, he walked up to his father with a gun in his right hand. It is further alleged that he used that gun to hit his father in the back of his head. He then approached his father's baby mother, pointed the gun in her face and threatened to shoot her. It is further alleged that the son, he picked up a shovel which he used to hit his father several times all over his body. He then went outside and threw several stones in the shop, damaging the door and the counter. He then boarded his Toyota Axie motor car and drove away with his 2 sisters and his friends. It is further alleged that yesterday morning, Sunday, February 23, about 7 o'clock, the father, he was at his home when he was again confronted by his son Chevon. It is further alleged that Chevon, he threw several stones on his father's house, damaging the front door and the front section of the house. He then jumped into his car and drove away. A report was made to the police, and the police, they picked up Chevon. We are told that the police, they are waiting to have a question and answer session with Chevon in the presence of his lawyer, and he will be charged thereafter. Boy, may I tell you. This next report, sad indeed. Saturday night, February 22, at minutes after 10 o'clock, a mother in her mid-20s and her 4-month-old son, Jayquan Ranger, they were at home at St. Dacres in the Alexandria area of St. Ann. The mother, she fed baby Jayquan with some baby feed and put him to lay down. A few minutes later, the mother, she was about to tend to Jayquan when she realized that feeding was coming from his nose and his mouth. The mother, she picked up her baby and rushed with him to a medical facility in Alexandria. Baby Jayquan, he was later transported to the St. Ann's Bay Hospital where he was pronounced DEAD on arrival at minutes to 1 o'clock early yesterday morning. A post-mortem examination will be done to ascertain what could have caused Jayquan's death. Sad indeed. And still in St. Ann, this one took place yesterday afternoon, Sunday, February 23, about 1 o'clock. It took place at Rowan River in the Marby Bay area of St. Ann. Our information is that a guy, his name is Roneil Tracey. Roneil was 24 years old and he was living at Claremont District in St. Ann. We are told that Roneil, he was swimming at a section of the river when he got into difficulties. Other persons who were at the river, they went to his assistance and they took him out of the water, but it was too late. Roneil, he had already drowned. Just like that. Sad indeed. In this next report, that guy on your screen, his name is Sheehan Richard Bulgin, but he was popularly known as Steadman. On December 15, just gone, Steadman, he celebrated his 32nd birthday. Steadman, he's from Jerusalem Mountain in the Grangeville area of Westmoreland, but we are told that he was living with his girlfriend at Rory Street in the Top Geneva area of Grangeville. Now, this is a case of what the police are saying and what residents are saying. I posted the photograph to your left on Facebook this morning and many persons commented. I was also contacted by persons who were saying that it's a prop gun, it's not real. They are saying that that photo, it was taken at a video shoot some 3 years ago. Persons also sent me the link to that video, and while I will not be sharing the link here, Truth be told, I did watch the video and I saw prop guns resembling that one in the video. Got it? In that video, which was done by a DJ from Hanover, 2 females had prop guns. Some residents from the area, they are saying that they don't know of Steadman being a gunman. They are saying that they know him to be a scammer and a ladies' man. The police, on the other hand, they are saying that Steadman, he was a hoodlum who has been on their radar for a long while. They are saying that Steadman, he was a getaway driver for a well-known gang in Grange Hill. Now, you remember the incident in Negril last year on Friday morning, July 26, when hoodlums, they went to rob the beryllium vehicle in Negril and 4 hoodlums were shot and killed by the police. The police are saying that Steadman, he was one of the getaway drivers who escaped. The police, they are also saying that Steadman, he was featured in the murder of Everton Johnson, also known as Gaddy Bling. Gaddy Bling, he was shot and killed at Fuller's Field in Grange Hill on Friday afternoon, January 21, 2022, about 5:30. They're also saying that Steadman, he was featured in the murder of Wade Phillips, also known as Scatta. Scatta, he was shot and killed last year on Thursday morning, April 4 at minutes to 11 o'clock at Bloody Bay in Negril. I asked some of the residents about that and they are saying that that is all lies. The police, they are reporting that this morning, Monday, February 24 at minutes to 7 o'clock, acting on intelligence and armed with a search warrant, they went to a house in the Top Geneva area where Steadman was said to be and in possession of illegal guns. Now, I was sent this video multiple times by persons who are claiming that this was no shootout. This video, it was taken before Steadman was shot and killed by the police, and I must tell you that this is the video I got. You're gonna realize that as soon as the first shot was fired, the video stopped. Steadman, he was in the house where the police was kicking off the door. Look and listen. Now, many persons have sent me that video and they are claiming that the video proved that there was no shootout. Truth be told, this video does not prove that. Do you agree? No, I was promised other videos, but I haven't gotten them as yet. So the police, they are claiming that they were at the house calling out to Steadman to open the door, but he did not. They are saying that they kicked off the door and they were greeted by Steadman, who fired at them. The police, they are saying that they took evasive action and returned the fire, and Steadman, he was shot. They are saying that Steadman, he fell clutching a black Taurus 9mm pistol with the serial number intact. It was affixed with a magazine containing 5 9mm rounds. Steadman, he died on the spot. Now, if you were there and you're a witness to what took place, give your statements to Indicom. The mayhem. So let me ask you something. Let me ask you something. Have you hit on the love button as yet? If you have not yet done so, remember to hit on it. Also, if you are over here watching our videos and you have not yet subscribed, hit on the subscribe button as also. Hit on the notification bell. Then click all so that whenever we drop a new video, you will be one of the first to be notified. In the final report for today, that guy on your screen, His name is Michael Foster, but he was popularly known as Reds. Reds was 36 years old and he's from Blenheim in the parish of Hanover. We are told that about 2 weeks ago, Reds, he went to live at a house at a place named Shooters Hill in the Cold Spring area of Hanover. So, while I have not gotten the motive for this incident, it is said that the killer, he is well known. But before I go into that, let me give you some backstories. That house that Reds recently rented, it was owned by a man named Hugh McCallum. He was a 63-year-old mason when he was shot and killed at the same house on the night of Sunday, April 9, 2023, about 11:30. He was shot and killed in the night, but it wasn't until in the morning he was found lying on his back on the floor of his bedroom with gunshot wounds to his head. That guy on your screen, his name is Romearo McCallum, but he was also known as Macca. Macca was Mr. Hugh McCallum's son, and it is said that he and another brother, they were also targeted by hoodlums. As a result, Macca took himself from the community and he went to hide out in the Forest District area of Hanover. Macca, he was also a hoodlum who was implicated in robberies and shootings in the area. On Monday night, July 15 last year, about 9 o'clock, Macca, he went to a house at Bachelor's Hall in the Cold Spring area of Hanover, where he called out a man named Delroy Anthony Pullar, but he was popularly known as Kip Kip. Kip Kip was a 50-year-old farmer. Kip Kip, he went outside and he was talking to Macca when Macca, he pulled a gun and open gunfire hitting Kip Kip to the left side of his neck, his back, his left side, the left side of his groin and his buttocks. Kip Kip, he died in hospital 2 days later on Wednesday, July 17. Early the next morning after Kip Kip died, on Thursday, July 18, the police, they went to Forest District and they were engaged in a shootout with Macca. Macca, he was shot and killed in that incident. So, like I was saying, 2 weeks ago, Reds, he went to live at the house where Macca and his father, who were both shot and killed, were living at one time. In fact, that house was owned by the father, Mr. McCallum. Yesterday, Sunday, February 23, about 12 midday, Reds, he was sitting on the retaining wall with 2 other persons when a guy known as Gaddy walked up with a gun in his hand. It is said that Gaddy, he jumped down all 3 persons and he instructed the 2 other persons to run. He then opened a barrage of gunshots hitting Reds to his chest, his back, his neck and his shoulder. Reds, he fell to the ground and Gaddy, he ran away making good his escape. We are told that when the police processed this crime scene, 5 9mm spent shells were recovered from the scene. The mayhem continues. Blessed love, everybody.
Tell a friend for tell a friend for tell a friend about Popeye Newslink and PNL Blog TV. Like, subscribe and share. Quicksilver sing, if we just unite, what a country this will be. If we just unite, Jamaica live in unity. If we just unite, what a country this will be. If we just unite, Jamaica live in unity. Hey, crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. I coulda sunshine or rain. Jamaica, no problem, no pain. Good boy them no out can't take, but me want me country back. Give me country back. To the street and the lane, everybody them start complain. Bloodshed, what a shame, what a shame. country bar. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Jamaica, Jamaica, the land of the sun. Jamaica become now the land of the gun. East and north and south when me turn. Country and town, man a pay blood a run. Murder, don't you baby me hear them a murder. Cut it out, tell them no gonna further. Man a dead like cans and bird, yeah. Who no listen them a word, yeah. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them